Namaste, friends and peace warriors. Hello, I'm Lonnie. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I've got a word for you from the guides and angels, and today's word is prolific. When they gave me this word, and just so you know how this all works, guides and angels, which are my guides and angels, and guides and angels of your soul as well. So it's kind of a connection of whoever wants to come in at this time. But generally, it's my group of guides and angels. Anyway, they'll give me a word and then kind of give me a download of what they want me to say. And then I pull a card. Although sometimes they'll have me pull two, or sometimes they'll have me do, look into the crystal ball or use a pendulum or whatever it is, or a tea leaf. I do tea leaf readings. So whatever they feel is necessary to get the message through is what I do. So feeling into, they're with us right now, really strong. And the word that they gave me today is prolific. So prolific, what they're showing me with prolific is like how we are more multifaceted than we realize, that we feel like we're just this one body and this one soul, and that is what we're maneuvering this life with. But they want to say that we are more involved than that. We're more depth to us. We're multidimensional beings. We're prolific beings, and there's different parts of us. So this has come up a lot. Well, actually, in the movie Everywhere, what is that movie? All the Time, Everywhere. Now, the one that won the Academy Award, Everywhere, All at Once. I don't remember the name of it, but you know what movie I'm talking about. The idea there is like there's lots of us. There's many timelines. In one timeline we're doing this, and another place we're doing that. And so what they want to express today is that we're prolific in so we've got an oversoul, and then this personality is prolific, and there's lots of things playing out, and that we need to understand that it's we're not stuck into this reality. And if things are hard, just imagine, like, if you can imagine, complete bliss, like how that would feel. Well, then there's a splinter of you that's living complete bliss. It's prolific. We're prolific beings. I'm just showing, like, what they're showing me is a fence, and like the bars in the fence go on and on and on an infinite amount. And that fence line is our personality right now. And then there's another fence line where we're, another life where we were, a peasant, and another life where we're, up in the sky driving flying a spaceship. So that those are like the fences, and all the rails in the fence are different timelines in that one life. That's an interesting way to look at it. I mean, I've thought about timelines a lot, and about the splintering of an oversoul, which is the oversoul is like everything that we are, in every dimension, in every life that we've lived. And I've thought about timelines in this personality, but that's interesting. So like the bars in each in the fence line is different lives we're playing out. And so for instance, all the lives that I'm playing out is Lonnie. And I don't have to be tied to this life, but my consciousness is right here. I feel like this is it. But yeah, I can tap. They just said I can tap into this anytime. So don't feel like this can go away. But then I can tap into me as, a girl that runs barefoot in a creek, the Lonnie that lives in the woods and runs barefoot in the creek every day. And then I can tap into the Lonnie you know, is like, I did want to be a fashion designer, so I can tap into that, you know, and I'm like, I'm sitting and watching my collection on the runway, you know, saying that's mine, so I can, like, imagine that, like, all these Lonnies, you can imagine all the yous out there, like, and that's what we can do. Like, that's what we do when we sleep, they're saying, and that's what we do when we can get to that point. Like, once we go to the astral plane, we can, and that's all in the Akashic records, which is the library of everything that's ever lived, ever been, ever thought. So that is the biggest. That library I can't even imagine. Like, so I've seen myself go into the Akashic record library before, and it looks like a regular library, but they're showing me that it's one of those things that it's like, you ever had a dream where, like, you're going down a hall and it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. It's like there's no end. That's how they're showing me the Akashic Record Library is. Yeah. So prolific. We are prolific beings. We're multidimensional. It's not just about this here and now, but this here and now is the most important. See, they want to express that we need to make sure that this moment now, we are feeling into it and realize this is the most important time. But know that we are bigger than we can imagine. We are prolific. So, Milo Farm Oracle card. I'm going to pull one and see what the spirit of the land, working with the guides and angels, have to say about prolific and about our souls and the message that they want to say around that. Okay, it's the pavilion. It's universal love and peace, and the numerology number is 54, which is 9. And 9 is a completion number. So, that's funny. They said they brought up the number 9 because they want us to know that we are never complete. We're growing and growing, just as, you know, as God's source and the divine is constantly chugging along and like and moving in the force, that we are the same. Like, there is no end. And universal love and peace. So the connection of they're wanting us to think into ourselves and who we are as a soul, and what they're saying about universal love and peace is the love we must understand and feel into and give 100% of our heart to every splinter of us. So every splinter, even though you can't even imagine what that, so just think of that fence line, right? And the spindles in it. So like each spindle is a different life. Just think of like sending out your love from this life and this consciousness through the fence line of the reality that you're in now, and like love every bit of you inside. Like they just said, like, if we send light and lift up every splinter of the lives that we're living right now. This is deep stuff. Like, I know it sounds really woo, but if we send splinters out to all of the Lonnies out there, the yous out there in this fence line, that will be reciprocated, and every lifetime will be lifted up and moved to the next level. As Paul said, like I said, move to the upper room. So let's move that's so crazy. So they showed the whole fence being like just moved up, you know, like a notch, like send it love, and moves the whole thing up. We lift ourselves up. They just said it's important to lift others up, but it's most important to lift you up, because this is what our consciousness is, what we have control of now. This is who we decided to be in this life. We can't control other people, and we feel like we can't control other people or things around us. But what we do control is internal, about ourselves and about what how we perceive our reality, our realities. So lift it up, prolific. We are prolific, and even in this specific personality. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I love to go deep. I like to be like blown away. That is good. Something I've never thought of, and that's why I love the guides and angels, and that's why I love you, because you're listening to me. Thank you for being a peace warrior with me, and lift yourself and all your personalities up, and everyone else in the world, and everything in the world. So I wish you well. Thanks for watching, and until next time, namaste. Love you.